In this example, we're going to go ahead and take a look at using our calculator to approximate the value of trig functions. Let's go ahead and start with part A. We want to find cosine of 48 degrees. So let's go ahead and go to our graphing calculator. Once we're in our calculator, you want to go ahead to your mode button, and you'll notice about 3 lines down, you have the option between radians and degrees. And since our problem, the angle was given to us in degrees, we want to make sure our calculator is in degree mode. So I'm going to down arrow and then right arrow over, and I'm going to go ahead and hit enter so that degrees is highlighted. And you'll notice if I left arrow back to the word radian, you'll see the black box around degrees, so you know I can type my answer in degrees. So let's go ahead back to our main screen. And we want to go ahead and type in cosine of 48 degrees. So we've got our cosine button and 48. And we can just go ahead and hit enter. And let's go ahead out to 3 digits on this one. So 0.669 is our approximate value. Now let's go ahead and take a look at part B. Notice that this one is cosecant of 21 degrees. On your calculator, you do not have a cosecant button. So we're going to need to make sure we rewrite this using sine, cosine, or tangent. Keep in mind we've talked about the fundamental identities, and we can rewrite cosecant as 1 over sine of 21 degrees. And this is how we're going to type it into our calculator. So let's come back to our calculator. We'll clear out what we had in there. And we're going to type this in as 1 divided by sine of 21 degrees. And we can go ahead and hit enter. And so our answer here is going to come out to be 2.79. And let's go ahead and take a look at part C. We have tangent of pi over 12. Now there's a couple ways we can do this problem, and let's go ahead and do some work here on this question first. If we want to use our calculator and type this in exactly as we see it, notice the pi over 12 is in radians. If you want to enter it like you see it, you're going to have to make sure your calculator is in radian mode. The other option would be to take the pi over 12 and convert it to degrees. Keep in mind, if you want to take this and convert it to degrees, we're going to be multiplying by 180 over pi. The pi's are going to cancel, and this is going to be the same thing as 180 divided by 12. And if we calculate this out, that should give us 15. So our other option is to enter this as tangent of 15 degrees. Now, since my calculator is already in degree mode, let's go ahead and do it this way first. and then we'll come back and take a look at what happens when we put our calculator in radian mode. So we're going to go do tangent of 15 degrees. And this is going to come out, let's go about 4 decimal places on this one. So we have 0.2679 as our answer. Now, if you want to calculate this using radians, right, we're going to have to go back and change our mode from degrees to radians. So let's go back to our mode button. I'm going to come down, make sure radians is highlighted. I'll hit enter. And then I'm going to go ahead and quit out of that. And now I want to go ahead and type this in as tangent of pi over 12. The pi is in blue, so I'm going to need to hit my second button first. So pi divided by 12. And if I hit enter here, you'll notice that you got the exact same answer as tangent of 15 degrees. So our final answer for this one is going to be 0.2679.